you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Go bold this summer and fall with endless possibilities. Stop in now for the best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coats, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
If you've been affected by recent storms or need an affordable roofing solution, it's time to call Meadowlark Exteriors. They offer premium upgrades on new styles in both roofing and siding for residential or commercial projects. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schweisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Yes, sir. On a Tuesday. Tuesdays are for tennis. I said it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't take it. Can't make me do it. There are things going on in the tennis world. We want to talk about it. Things going on in Lincoln, Nebraska in the program. Man, what a good run this is. And we'll talk about what it's like to be in the program and watching all the good things happening in and around Husker athletics. We will invite you in. You can be a part of it. The Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Harrison Arns, I have a question for you, kind sir.
What's that?
Are we streaming? What are we doing?
We're streaming. We got Royals going on the.
We got the Royals on the brick and mortar, but we're streaming all over, so you folks can hang with us there. I wanted to be sure before I said it because I wasn't sure. I know we're on the. What are we? 8 games left for the Royals.
Yeah, 8 games left. What are they? 4 back? 3 back?
They're back.
Okay,
they're back. It is not. It has not been the run we were looking for or hoping for the Royals, but that's okay. We will go through it. It is always a joy and always an honor to be joined by the lead, the head coach of Huskers men's tennis, Peter Kobelt. Coach, welcome to the party. What's happening?
How we doing, DP? Everything's great.
Everything is everything right now.
That's for sure.
Right? Like, talk to me in this thing, and we'll get into all the things that are going on around your program because there's tons. But talk to me about the vibe that is Nebraska athletics right now and a pretty big weekend, pretty big week. Tonight, women's volleyball against those evil blue meanies.
I was going to say, that's actually a big game. For the state of Nebraska, that's about as big as it gets in the volleyball world. So
well, state championship.
Yeah, true.
Like, let's get the strap. Harrison, I was offered a WWE Yeet championship belt, and I did not accept it because it's blue.
That's good on you, knowing your temptations and where your demons lie. That's good work,
DP. I wouldn't do it either.
I was there. It was within reach and within grasp, and free actually. And I reached and I just went, oh, it's blue. It's blue. I can't do it. I can't do it. So you're right. It's a big one. 2 top 20 teams, the number 1 team in the country, and Husker volleyball. And then Creighton, I think there were 16 going into the week. They may have been pushed back a little bit after their first loss at home. The building is not safe anymore.
Hey, that's your number one job is to take care of your home court.
So it's a thing. And then it is beat Michigan week here when it comes to football. And we'll ask Coach about that. But we'll save that for segment 2 to ask him where he stands on Husker football. We'll talk to him about Bud Crawford and what that means, having that sort of championship caliber vibe coming from the state of Nebraska and what it means to be able to share to people that this is what Nebraska does. And I'd be remiss in not mentioning the other undefeated team in Nebraska for athletics, and their soccer team.
Oh, yeah.
Is still undefeated. And so you have to keep spinning the wheel to get to the truth and that it's a great run. But the story, the UTR Tour, Pro Tennis Tour being, it's happening now. Coach, let the folks know what this event is about and what its origins are.
Yeah, I actually just snuck out of the building to come down and hop on here with you. We got like 3 or 4 of the guys still playing right now. So if you're not doing anything on your way home from work, stop by the Tennis Center, 2400 North Antelope Parkway, Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center. It's free, easy to get to. Just walk in, sit down, and enjoy. So tennis going on the rest of the day. It'll go until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, tomorrow, and also Thursday. Come on by. We'd love to have you. It's super relaxed, and you get a chance to see both the men's and the women's programs play. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We got a pretty new team this year. We lost four starters, and we got 3 new guys in the building. Another one coming in January, and the 3 new guys are doing great, and the returners are all doing really well as well. So so far, it's been 2 days of competition. So you take everything good and bad for a grain of salt, but so far it's been pretty good, honestly, DP.
So tonight until 8-ish?
8-ish, yeah, I would say.
8-ish. And then, so for the folks who are listening, and Harrison, let's be sure to clip and get this out. For folks that want to watch this caliber of tennis, men's and women's, you go down to Sid and Hazel Dillon, 24th and Antelope. What time does it begin tomorrow and Thursday?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Because I know it happens early in the day. I saw some early reports.
Yeah, every day it starts at about 10 a.m. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. I would assume that tomorrow would also start. Here, I'll pull right here. Oh, there's no schedule out for tomorrow yet, but 10 a.m., 10 or 11 a.m. It goes all day. Usually in the middle of the day, there's a half an hour or an hour break around 2 o'clock. But everyone's playing. So you'll get a chance to see all of our guys play, all the girls play. It's like I said, it'll be indoors, so you don't have to worry about if it's too hot or if it's raining. Just come on by. Super easy.
And this is family friendly.
100%. Normal tennis match. You're not out there yelling and screaming. You're just coming and sitting down. You can bring your whole family. Nice, just a nice event to come and see tennis.
How many folks are playing in this event?
On the men's side, you have a 16 draw, and on the women's side, you also have a 16 player draw. So it's a kind of a round robin form. Everyone plays everyone, so that's why we like these events, because our guys and our girls get a ton of matches. We videotape them all. We sit down, we talk about them. You're able to, if you lose, you're able to, get back out there sometimes later that day and play again, or the next day, and you're able to improve on things, and you're able to make some improvements pretty quickly. But yeah, I mean, it's great. These are great events. It's not just great for the players, but also it gives a chance for everyone to kind of come by and check out the teams. So
through all of it, right? So round robin, day 1 and 2, and then you get into some seeding.
Yep.
But as you said, the real beauty from a coaching standpoint and player standpoint, it's not a tournament where you can go and get single eliminated.
Right.
Like
exactly.
you're gonna get work, you're gonna get match, you're gonna get experience, you're gonna get some opportunity to see yourself in different situations against different styles of player.
Yeah, I mean, that's at this point of the year, it's all about development and hammering home the fundamentals and the standards that we have in our program. So they can go out there and if they need to make an adjustment with their tennis, we address it after the match. We're not allowed to coach them during the match like we would in a college match, but after the match, we sit down, we open up the film. We're saying, hey, you got to do this better. Or sometimes like, hey, you didn't compete to the standard that we do here at Nebraska. So I could, I'm not going to tell you anything about your tennis until you do that stuff right first. So we haven't had too many of those conversations, which is good. That means we did a good job recruiting and bringing in the right people. Because if you're having to coach effort and competition, you're already behind. So I tell the guys all the time, you have to be the toughest competitor. If you're the toughest, SOB, or you believe it, you're always going to have a fighting chance to be great. So if you can sit there and you can point to someone who's tougher than you, who competes harder than you, you're already behind. So as long as I'm here, the Nebraska Cornhuskers are going to be the hardest competing team, the toughest team in the country. And these tournaments do a great job of that. You get matches, they're long days. The guys are still going to school, still having to do all their duties as a student athlete here, and then also have to go out there and play sometimes 2 matches in one day and turn around and play again the next day, the next 2-3 days in a row. So
that's pretty fascinating. I mean, Harrison, I can't recall hearing any of the student athletes or coaches talk about competing and then going to class.
Yeah.
Is that unique? I mean, Harrison, am I wrong? Have we heard any of that?
Bowlers come close to it as well.
Yeah.
I know they emphasize that, but I don't hear it a ton. I'll say that much.
Right. So how do you manage that? Right. That
Yeah, it's we so it's a little bit of organizing on the front end by me. We have the class schedules. We send them into the tournament director. We say, hey, these are the days and times where they're most busy. Can we schedule the matches around their classes? And 9 out of 10 times there's no issues. Every now and then there's stuff happens.
Yeah.
And we work with the academic department closely on this stuff because the number one thing you can do here is get a degree and build your education for your career. And our team's won the team GPA award 3 out of the last 5 years for the best male GPA in all of the athletic departments. So our guys care and they understand that there's more to life than just tennis, but they also understand we're here to win too. So trying to find the right balance is always tricky. It's a lot of it comes back to recruiting and bringing in the right people. You kind of know right away once you're talking to someone on the road if it's going to be a good fit for not just me and the program, but for the entire university, and that matters to me.
I know that we like to think that coaches want the easiest path in all things, right? Hard work, but the easiest path. But I also know as a coach, part of me kind of wants to see some friction to see how my soldiers respond and react, right? That in an event like this, let's say if you have 4 or 5 matches, you kind of want to see them against a big server, an accurate server, somebody that serves in volleys, somebody with a power game, just so you can see who they really are or who they think they are.
For sure. I mean, that's what it's all about. I always go back to the Nick Saban quote where he has a house down in Florida and the guy putting in the windows, Nick asked him, like, how do you decide which window to put in? He's like, well, these windows won't break during a hurricane. And he's like, well, it's all about what it takes to break you and how long it takes. So, especially with the new guys we have coming in, it's all we're trying to see, like what they're made of, what do we have here? What do we have in our hands? We know we have a good tennis player. We know we have a good kid. We know he likes tennis, but when he's playing his teammate and his teammate fires it up a little bit in his face, or there's a tight call or whatever it is, how's he going to respond? So far it's honestly been really good. We've got one of our new guys playing a little bit sick right now. I only found out from the trainer, didn't find out from him. Playing through something, already as a freshman. So those bring little tears to my eyes. I'm like, all right, we're moving in the right direction here with some of the stuff that we're doing. So it's good. It's good.
Is that, where do you land on that? Because there are some coaches that say, listen, I want you to tell me everything. And that can be good and bad, because there's some players that will tell you everything that you don't want to know, like stop making excuses. There's some that will tell you, you know what, I'm good, coach. And you have to ask that second question, well, are you hurt? Are you injured? And then some will take it to the full extreme and say, you know what, I'm not telling you anything because I want to play as much as humanly possible, whether it's good for me or not.
So I think this is where it comes back to having a good relationship with your guys and them understanding that I actually really care about them more than just, a win or a loss. I tell them all the time, I'm not a big stickler on, you have to win this match or you can't lose this match, but you do have to live up to our standard. And sometimes that means playing, a little bit, injured, or, playing when you're a little bit sick, or when something's going on at home, or, you got to be able to do these things, because that's what it takes to win a professional tennis tournament. And all these guys want to play pro tennis, and that's great, but that's really hard to do. It's a really hard thing to do, and it's really hard to make money and to turn it into a viable career. And if you want to do that, like you have to be willing to do some of these things that not a lot of people want to do. So, as we recruit more and more players to come here, that's always what I tell them. If you're looking for something easier and something different than that, like, this isn't the right place. If tennis isn't your fun time of the day, you're not going to like me, and I'm not going to like you,
and you're not going to like yourself when you find out that, you know what, I'm in a place that I do not want to be.
So it's, just being honest with them and saying, like, hey, like, but they understand that. They know what, we're very clear in the recruiting process. Our guys that are returning, they understand everything too. And if they're sick, like, they'll communicate with me and be like, hey, like, I'm really not able to do this. I have open conversations with our trainers, and there's always lines that you never cross. in coaching. And, but again, like our guys, I have good relationships with all of them, and the new guys coming in, we've built them over the recruiting process. And I think that's where, you can find harmony in between all that stuff. When it comes to injuries or illness or whatever, there has to be some kind of agreement in the middle where I'm not asking them to do something that is going to put them at any kind of harm or risk, and they're also not, stepping up when they still probably could. So somewhere in the middle there is probably the place to be.
Yeah, it gets interesting because this is the kind of event where you start to measure what they did before they got here. Like, it's important. You could be a magician, kind sir, but I'm not sure you could get a player who hasn't done the off-season work into the kind of shape they need to be in for this type of tournament. Is this kind of eye-opening, confirming, reaffirming? What happens when you see them compete? Do you pay attention to conditioning and those sorts of things?
Yeah, I think you pay attention to the things that they do well. The couple of things that I focus on the most are, how do they handle some of the things that don't go wrong? I think that's always, the best players handle the bad things really well. And then what things do they do really well? And where does their confidence come from?
Yeah.
What brings them confidence? Sometimes it's winning a really long point. Sometimes it's ripping a forehand. Everyone's a little bit different. And then, trying to figure out, okay, like this is what they're showing to me. Do we need to go, what road do we need to go down after this event? Do we need to go down more of a tactical or technical route, or do we need to go more down a competition route, or we need to get them in the gym? So trying to, I told all the guys up to this point, we hadn't done anything individual, no private lessons or any work on technique. I just want to see who wants to compete and how you compete and how willing are you to compete with what you got. And if you're able to show us that, we'll go down the other roads. But, if you're not going to go out and compete your best, there's nothing else we need to work on. If you're not giving it your very best every single point for every single match, then
that mirror is a problem.
Yeah, for sure. So,
right,
and they know that. So they're doing a good job.
So there's the coaching adage that says quality coaches never choose the game over the person, and they're real specific about saying person and not player, right? That if you're managing and teaching, developing the person, the game will take care of itself. Where do you stand on that?
100%. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course you need good players. And you have to have a certain level of a player. And I think at the very, very highest level of the game, you might have to negotiate with yourself a little bit more as a coach, just because the level of talent is different. But for where we are right now, we're building, my job is to build a program that's sustainable year after year after year. And we've got to have 8, 9, 10 guys in that building that all, walk and talk the same way, believe in the same things, have the same characteristics for us to really shoot up the rankings. I believe that's how we got to do it here. And then once we're there, we'll be able to attract some of the bigger recruits in the world. And, some of the different things that we're doing, like these tournaments and the Challenger event that we have coming up in October. I think that's where you really start to make some big significant jumps and take some jumps into the top 10, top 20 area. But, I'm a believer that you got to do it the right way. You got to teach the right stuff. You have to have the right standards, and you got to do it every day. And then the rest is kind of, helps uplift the program. I don't believe it works the other way around.
When you talk program, Harrison and I have had several conversations about a coach's ability to craft a program. So the teams are just an accumulation of what the program consistently stands for.
100%.
Right. And that each year you then within the program, you get a different starting place for the team. That if your program is standard and good and you've raised the standard and everybody knows coming in, returning players know, what Coach Kobelt needs from us? Effort. He needs attention to detail. He needs us to take care of the off the field stuff. He needs to take care of our body. And then that allows the team to not start over again. The team from year to year is different than the program. The closer they become to being the same is when you become Ohio State and a program of note.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's what it's all about. I think it takes time. Everyone talks about Matt Rule year three, but what's really happening is that's what's really happening. It takes time. And yeah, I mean, when I think you can after 2 or 3 years, you should be able to look at a program and know exactly what the head coach, what his values are, how they work, and how they do things. And if you look at a program and you don't like what you're seeing, then obviously there's something wrong. If they're going backwards in the rankings, or if there's not buy-in from the team, all these things you can kind of see. But this is I'm going into year 2 as a head coach, year 3 if you count the interim head coaching year, and the team's starting to talk more like me, act more like me, look more bigger, stronger, faster, like the teams that we need them to be. And for me, that's it's a lot of responsibility, but that's what I believe in, and we're having some success doing it that way. So we'll keep doing that as long as we keep putting some wins up there.
How often do you poke your head over the fence and look at what Matt Rule's doing? What
pick a fall sport right now?
Yeah,
we talked about it, undefeated.
Right? Any of them? How often? I mean, are those conversations happening about, hey, what are you doing? Like when you talk to Jalen, is it, hey, here's the thing, can I pick your brain for a bit? How often does that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't picked Jalen's brain in a bit, but we've sat down, we've talked, we've gone out a few times and had dinner and stuff like that, and just talked about, how do you have success here in Nebraska? How's volleyball done it? I'm always super intrigued with people that are successful, that win. I had a lot of success while I was in college, and you have coaches that define success, differently. We happened to win a lot at Ohio State when I was there, and for me, that was the best part about being there out of all the other things that I really enjoyed. But that was number one, and for me, that's a huge thing for us here. Like, I want them to graduate and do the very best they can, but I want them to win, and I want them to understand what it takes to win and how to win. And I think that transfers over to how you handle the rest of your life. You have a choice in life, in my opinion, to either go out there and be like the 97% of people and just kind of do your thing and make a good living and enjoy things, or you have the opportunity to be like the 3% and to go out there and truly push your limits and go and win. And that's what I want. That's what I want for our guys here, because that was the experience that I had at Ohio State, and it's helped define me as a person and me as a coach ultimately. So
when we talk about winning, what's at the top of the things that allows you to say to somebody, if you want to be a winner at the University of Nebraska, here's the 3 things you need to do, or the 3 things you need to have, or the 3 things you need to work on, focus on, and excel at? Is there a pocket where you can identify what winning is, especially here at the University of Nebraska?
Yeah, for me, it's real simple. You just take a step back and you look at the people here. What kind of people do we have in this state? You have, honest, hardworking, blue collar people, loyal, extremely loyal, winners. Lots of winning's been going on here, between the agriculture and, all the farming that's going on here, and then the sports and all the companies that we have up not just in Lincoln but in Omaha. You have good, hardworking people. So that for me, our program has to look and act and be like that 100%. So it's tricky because we recruit from all over the world, and each kid's raised differently, and it's not like we're just we can't just recruit everyone from Nebraska and be where we want to be, unfortunately, and that's all right. But part of what my job is when we bring guys in, to take them around town and to show them some of the other sports and take them over to the Tractor Museum on the East Campus and show them what makes Nebraska really special. And I think that helps speed up the process. But I think if you want to be successful here, you can't run from where you are. Anywhere you go as a coach, you have to understand, where you're at. How are you going to be? You got to identify with the people there, because ultimately, you can't win, you can't be successful without really good people around you. And in Nebraska, we have a ton of really good people here that are supporting us in tennis. So
it is a constant from all the positions of leadership. It is the thing. And they said, what makes Nebraska special? And the answer is always the people. It's always the people, but it tells you good programs make good people. Good people make good programs. And then I think it absolutely rides. We're going to go to break. We'll come back. I want to get into the Lincoln Challengers coming up in October. I want to break that down, give you folks insight, and invite you to be a part of it, whether it be in financial support or coming to the event, watching high-quality tennis here in Lincoln, and making this event everything it should be. Then we'll ask about, you know what, there's those nasty boys from Ann Arbor coming to town. We'll talk about that as well when we come back. Be right back.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion, for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. We are landing on a name for the hour that is, of course, we could just call it the Peter Kobelt Show and keep it moving. But we will give him a few days to ponder along the way. There is a big event. It is October 12th through the 19th at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Center. And the Lincoln Challenger, Coach, so for folks who don't know the story, one, what is the event? Two, how does it get here?
Yeah, it's an ATP event. It's an outside event that the ATP Tour brings to Lincoln, Nebraska. A sports agency, Top Notch Management, identified, or they worked with the ATP and they identified Lincoln as a place that would be a great opportunity to host something like this. And last year was the first year they did it. Basically, it's a professional tennis tournament. You'll have players ranked between 80 in the world and 300 in the world coming to Lincoln, Nebraska to compete. I would argue to say that they would be the very best athletes in what they do here in town for that week. You're going to see some amazing tennis players. Last year, the champion, Jake Burnley, went on to win his first round at the U.S. Open and take a set off Novak Djokovic, which is a big deal. And yeah, every year the goal is to have this come back, and the way I would see it is kind of be the North Star when it comes to tennis. For me, when I grew up as a kid, we make the hour and a half drive from Columbus to Cincinnati to go down and watch the professional tournament down there, and see Andre Agassi and Pete Sampras and all the amazing players. So obviously you have men's and women's tennis, Husker tennis, but for the youth, for the tennis youth here, to have a professional tournament where you're seeing the next Jannik Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz here in your backyard, I think there's nothing like it. So that's kind of what it is. It's a really cool event. It's a week long. Well, there's Top Notch is arranging a lot of really cool things for the event. We're working on getting a few special guests to come throughout the week. I believe you guys are also coming down.
We are indeed.
And supporting it. We're doing some shows, which I think is really cool. Get some live professional tennis going. I don't think you guys have ever done that before. So
no, we have not. It is time.
Add that to the resume,
yes,
DP.
Sir. Yes, sir.
But it's cool. I want, for me, when Top Notch and the ATP brought this to my desk, I said, wow, like this is an unbelievable chance to help us grow tennis, which is the healthiest sport in the world. Encourage, I want the kids here to think tennis is cool. you have football and you have basketball, you have volleyball, baseball and softball dominate as well. And tennis kind of gets pushed to the side a little bit. But I want kids in kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade to say, hey, like, did you go see the tennis? That was really cool. That was cool. And that's how I truly believe that's how you build on, what a great job the city's doing. You go around to some of the country clubs and Woods Tennis Center and Genesis Health Clubs, and you see, the tennis community there and the people that run those facilities, and, the quality of people that are there, not just teaching tennis, but teaching, the fundamentals of life to the kids. It's, you have the building blocks here, and to have an event like this year after year after year, I think is a huge deal for the tennis world, in my opinion. So,
well, I think it is a huge event for Lincoln, being a pro sports town, and having this type of event come here instead of going to Omaha, instead of going to other places. It's choosing Lincoln, and being chosen allows Lincoln businesses an opportunity to partner up and invest in the reputation of the town that you live and work and thrive in. And I think it's interesting that in my head, it should be talked about more. So we went in, we had folks go in today and record some stuff to push people to the website. But I'll ask you to give the folks the information on how to get tickets, how to find out more about the event.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys ever have any questions, you can always email me, peter.kobelt@huskers.com. Super easy. You can always email me about tennis, anything, where to go take lessons, where to, any advice on what your kid should do. I'll answer any questions. I'm always available. But if you're looking for more information on the Challenger, there's a website, easy, lincolnchallenger.com, where you can sign up to be a volunteer, to be a ball person, to be a driver.
Harrison.
You can also
Harrison.
No one signed up for the first serve of the event yet.
Oh,
GP, Harrison.
we're fully going to line that up. I know that Adam Carricker said that he thought, and Anthony Lionheart Smith said that he would do it. And Anthony.
So far, it's a lot of talk. Cool. So far, it's a lot of talk.
Oh, we're doing this tomorrow, man. We're going to line them folks up tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you want to buy tickets, 2 tickets just were on sale last week. Officially, you can get day tickets. 1 ticket gets you in for the entire day, or you can get a week-long pass. The tournament is actually occurring during the boys' state tournament week, so we're encouraging all the high school tennis players that are in town that week to come on by. If you reach out, coaches, if you reach out to Alex Guthrie at Top Notch Sports, all that information's on the website. Coaches, I'm sure that he can work out a deal for you and your teams coming through so you guys can see some of the tennis. But it's going to be unbelievable. One of my former players, Liam Draxel, he's 112 in the world right now. Canada just played a Davis Cup for Canada last week. Maybe coming. So that's a little sentimental for me too, as his former coach at Kentucky. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to attract the best. We're trying. It's the goal is for this to be, a week long of entertainment, tennis, fun, all of the above. So yeah, if you want more information, lincolnchallenger.com. There's also the Lincoln Challenger Instagram, where we're in. From my conversations with Top Notch earlier today, it looks like we'll be opening up a Facebook as well. So.
Well, the tickets, the single day tickets are $12.
That's pretty good for all day.
It's $12.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about family entertainment and being able to, and again, 1 ticket gets you a full day of tennis. And I think there's value in that. So we have to say that. And then there are the week-long passes. I wanted to see exactly how difficult the website is, but it's not. You can have a pass for the entire week for $186. So I think, imagine $200 with taxes.
Well, I think that $12 is just for the first day. I think as the week goes on, there's less and less matches that go on, and the seating becomes a little bit more of a.
What's the capacity? What's the capacity?
We're building. We're building a 300 seat, 250 seat bleacher on the side, and we have room to bring in additional seats if we need to. Lincoln, let's bring in some additional seating. Let's do it.
Let's force it.
You guys, I'm telling you the truth. This is an amazing event. We're gonna have some cool people there. Walking around. Obviously the players that are going to be there.
You want some volleyball players to you want?
They came out last year. The volleyball team, Coach Cook brought
Well, I
the
think we
volleyball
might
team.
be able to get love volleyball.
Let's do it.
$12 for day one, $22.60 for day two, day three, $22.60, day four, which is October 15th. It's $27 and change for the next two nights, 15th and 16th, $33 on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So again, very affordable. There'll be concessions and food.
Concessions, yeah. This is the first year we'll be selling alcohol as well.
Look at them go.
Same as what you would be able to buy at a Husker football game.
Will that reach you as well? That for men's tennis this year?
I won't be drinking any beer.
No, not you. Well, it depends on how they play. You may find Peter on the side celebrating, popping champagne.
Yeah, that's happening then.
Along the way, I think, Harrison, and you know me, you know where this question's going. Is there going to be merch? You going to have merch, T-shirts?
We are working on that detail specifically. I know we'll have our schedules ready to go.
Okay.
So when you come, be on the lookout for our schedules coming up and starting in January. We are working with the company that handles all the merchandise, trying to upgrade their tennis storage and getting some more gear for the fans, because I know that's been one of the top questions for me is where do I buy a tennis shirt?
Yeah, swag it.
So we're working hard. Lincoln, the Nebraska tennis community, we're working hard on that.
Are you going to have the big, huge, fuzzy tennis balls that players can sign?
That's something that we might be able to do, but yeah, maybe we'll see.
Harrison, you're in, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Like, we want to do it again. It's Lincoln Challenger, August 12th through the 19th. It's in Hazel Dillon Center. Prices range from $12 day one to $33 on the final day of the tournament. Full. The grandstand needs to be full. So we're going to put that challenge out. The ads will start running here on the ticket Friday morning, and they will run all the way through the event. So to be able to do that, and then we'll figure out which of these matches Peter and I are going to call.
Oh, there we go.
And it's basically Peter. It's just basically
come on, DP.
It's better. It's
super color commentary from DP.
Oh, basically. Listen, we got a plan, but we're working on it. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll get Coach's take. Huskers, Creighton, and then Huskers, Wolverines. We'll get his take on this, the two big events, and then Saturday, Husker volleyball. Not sliding tonight, but here come the Arizona Wildcats Saturday night. So it's a full week. We'll check on Husker soccer as well, and then Husker tennis. We'll have the next 3 days of tonight and the next 2 days to keep us busy with their recaps and what's going on there. Peter Kobelt, DP, Harrison Orange will be right back.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Suizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Suizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Suizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment with the coach. It's your dog, DP. Yep. Those are facts. There's no lies detected. It is a personality trait that serves me well. It is my greatest talent and my biggest hindrance.
Double-edged sword, DP.
Right? Like to know that dog to a bone. Once I get the scent and I'm on a thing, then I cannot let it go until it is devoured. And
yeah, I mean, that's what it. That's what it is, though, man. That's why you got what you got. That's why
there's no
doing
way we're sitting down here on 11th Street.
Yeah.
Like that's the only acceptable response, is that, quite frankly, I'm willing to work longer and harder and smarter than a lot of other folks.
There you go.
And I am magnetically drawn to people who aspire to people have better versions of themselves. That's why I appreciate and respect coaches. I have mad respect for athletes that are willing to do what the other students will do, and then commit at the highest level to the greatest extreme of being in the 1% or 2% of athletes in the country. Like, I'm going to do what the average person in the job pool is doing, but I'm going to put 30 hours a week in something else and excel at it. And those people are just, there's not enough people who are willing to do that. So I appreciate the fact that you are leading people to better lives. Like, the tennis is just a vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Like, you can see that we can see that you care about it, and not everybody does. And so it's always interesting to watch it play out. Let's start with tonight. Rivalries. Volleyball with Creighton. Rivalry. How do you get through? You don't want to make a moment bigger or a game bigger or a competition bigger, but some just feel like they are. What do you say to the team to go, you know what, just play number one volleyball and don't worry about your opponent?
Well, I think it goes back to, how you run your program. For me, every day when we come to practice is the most important day that we got. So when we go up against our rivals, it's more of like a fun little treat as opposed to this big event or whatever. It's like, hey, there's some extra skin on the line tonight. Like, let's dial it up a little bit here, as opposed to like making it a little bit bigger than it should. I don't know how to maybe properly explain it, but when, I tell the guys, like, hey man, you got to give me I know it's a random Tuesday in the fall, and we're not going to win a match today, but we can definitely lose one today. Are you giving your very best attitude, all the energy that you can bring? Are you, moving your feet? Are you swinging at the ball the right way? Because there's going to be times where, you want to win a match a little bit more, and there's matches that maybe in your mind aren't quite as interesting. And if you don't address that in practice throughout the year, you can have some slip ups and you can have some chances at beating some teams, and you won't take them because you're just not trained the right way for those moments. So I think it honestly starts in the off season, and, obviously the volleyball program's killing it, not just in the season. They're obviously doing a phenomenal job out of season as well. And I think, that's why they're really hard to beat right now. Down 2-0 against Kentucky, and away from home, a lot more of a home match for Kentucky than for us, that's for sure. Down in Nashville, and they reverse sweep and they win. They're just a hard team to beat, and they believe there's not a stage that's too big for them. So how you handle your everyday business will determine your success, in my opinion.
It is an undefeated Nebraska football team that will host the 2-1 top 25 ranked Michigan Wolverine team. Now, you're a Buckeye, so there should be some venom when you speak about Michigan, no matter what. Now, as a Husker, it's also a week. Like, this is big. How do you keep this game from being too big?
Yeah, I think, I think the game against Cincinnati actually was really good for them, just with all the surroundings. You got, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, you got Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, Thursday night football, everyone's watching. I think that was an emotional game where you got to see maybe a little bit of the guys taking their eye off the ball a little bit. Now this is round 2. Obviously Michigan's probably a little bit of a different opponent than what we've faced now, but those guys look confident, man. Those guys, not just in how they're playing, but they believe in everything that they're doing the entire week. And that's a tribute to Coach Rule and the program that he's built. And, that's why he's so confident in building programs, because he knows exactly, He knows the stages. He knows exactly the moves to make. He knows who to keep, who to not keep. Every decision that needs to be made, he knows how to make it, and he knows how to talk to the guys. He knows how to motivate them. I mean, you just listen into that halftime speech that he gave the other night. I mean, I was about to stand up and go for a run after that thing. I was like, put me in, coach. Like, let's go. So,
no eligibility left.
I think in a really good way, not in a bad way. Like, okay, this is the game we're gonna see, like how good they actually are. I think this is a game where we're gonna see, like, this is it. This is gonna be a game where we get to kind of see the measurables here and really see it, and not in a bad way, and only a positive way. Like, hey, there's actually some real momentum here. This team is actually really good, and I think the foundation that they've laid the last 2.5 years, 3 years, I think we're going to see a lot of really good things. And whether or not we win the game, like it's only building, it's only getting better. And I think I already predicted it, DP. We're going 11-1, and we're beating the team up north. I won't say their name. I never will.
There you go.
But I'm 3-0. Told you they would dominate the state of Ohio. They would take down Houston Christian. The way they beat those two teams looks like a great team, full of discipline and high standards. And now it's time to, clang the pads against a legit Big Ten, force the last couple years. And man, I'm fired up for this thing, man.
4-0. 4-0.
If they come out of this game 4-0, this city will turn upside down.
Well, let's turn it upside down.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do that.
Let's go, coach. Let's go, coach.
Let's do it. Let's go through. Here's again. You can get tennis for the next couple of days down at Dillon Tennis Center, and then go to LincolnChallenger.com to get more information about the pro event coming to town. More ticket sports. Oh, we got a full night. We're here till midnight, Harrison. Let's go. Let's go.